So I left town last week, actually last Thursday. And so for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I did not read a single bit of news, was not plugged into anything, didn't open my computer, didn't open any of my news apps. I had no idea what was going on in the world. And for 3 days, I was happy. So imagine my shock when I finally get back this week and I'm looking at news and I find out that I missed a rather big story. That Donald Trump had in fact commuted the sentence of fraudster and former Republican Congressman George Santos. I did not know about that until Tuesday of this week. I totally missed it, was not checking news, didn't see anything. And yeah, that was crazy to me, but not completely shocking. I just really thought Donald Trump maybe had enough sense to know that that wasn't going to be a smart decision, but hey, the guy surprises us every day with how dumb he gets. So he has commuted the sentence of George Santos. Santos was released on Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, a free man. Not only a free man, right? Doesn't have to serve the remaining 84 months of his 87-month prison sentence, but he also doesn't have to pay back any of his victims, right? The more than $300,000 that he owes them in restitution wiped out. Now, Democrats obviously pissed off by this. Republicans actually pissed off by this. And of course, the victims are enraged that they are not going to get the restitution that George Santos owes them. He gets to go about the rest of his life a free man. Not exactly. See, the state of New York, where of course George Santos committed these crimes, they passed a law actually called the Manafort Rule, overturning the Manafort Rule, I should say, many years ago. And yes, that's named after the former Trump accomplice for very obvious reasons. But the Manafort Rule that is now gone had prevented the state from bringing state charges against somebody if they had been pardoned for the same offenses on the federal level. Now that that is gone, the state of New York absolutely can charge somebody with state-level crimes, even if they have been pardoned, granted clemency, or had a sentence commuted on the federal level. So George Santos could still be facing state charges for the very same things he was already serving a little bit of prison time for. Which means no, George Santos is likely not going to remain a free man for the rest of his days. In fact, the Nassau County District Attorney, Ann Donnelly, already issued a statement about it. Since first learning of George Santos's actions, I have been at the forefront of bringing him to justice. I am proud of the work my office has done and the conviction achieved in partnership with the U.S. Attorney's Office. While the office cannot comment on ongoing investigations, suffice it to say that I remain focused on prosecuting political corruption wherever it exists, regardless of political affiliation. So I can't comment on ongoing investigations while I'm talking about George Santos, but just understand, people, I'm not going to let any political corruption go. I think that's a pretty good indicator that her office, who launched the investigation to begin with and worked with the U.S. Attorney's Office, so they already have all the evidence, they already have every single thing that they need, kind of sounds like they're just crossing their T's and dotting their I's and getting ready to file some paperwork against George Santos, right? So that's going to be fun. Watching that little freak have to go right back through the court system in an area where Donald Trump and his Republican allies cannot protect him at all. They can't save him this time. Kind of like the whole Steve Bannon thing, right? The we build the wall, Trump gave him the pardon, and then New York was like, all right, fine, we'll just charge him here in New York. So, yeah, Santos might be a free man right now, and yes, it is absolutely disgusting that this happened, but the state of New York can make the victims whole and, hopefully, make Santos spend a couple years in prison in an area where no Republican is going to be able to get him out.
Thanks for watching, everyone. You know, we're inching closer and closer to 1 million subscribers, and we're aiming to hit that goal before the year closes. So if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thanks for joining us as we head towards this huge milestone.